for the next update in this 379 small block Chevy. So got the heads on, valve train is done. I did degree the cam, which not as bad as I thought it would be. I just followed the directions inside my kit. I got the kit from, oh wait, it's underneath my water. A kit from Summit. It's just the Summit brand cam degree kit. Comes with everything that you need. Except for, it doesn't come with, so in order to do it, you need so you'll have the wheel bolted onto the crank, but it says to use the bolt to tighten it down. So if you do that and your motor's fresh and tight, you're going to loosen that bolt turning it the other way, because you have to turn it counterclockwise to get other measurements. So there's I looked online to see how this is remedied, and there is a crank socket that actually has a little stud sticking out with a knurled nut on it, and it holds the timing wheel. So I went up to Summit and grabbed one of them, and it made life much easier. So I used to think that degreeing a cam was, I'm going to put this wheel on there, I'm going to turn it back and forth, record some measurements, find out where I need to put the cam in order for more power. So that's not it at all. That's not what degreeing the cam is. Degreeing the cam is verifying that the cam does what it's supposed to at the right time in your engine. You could have it set up in there maybe a little off. I know you know the 2 dots and all, but still you could be on the wrong stroke. Well, no, not really, but some adjustable kits have a cam gear or a crank gear that you can put on different spots, and it retards or advances your cam. So what you're doing when you degree it is to make sure that your intake center line is what it says it is on the card in your engine. So that's pretty important, actually. If it's off by 2 or more degrees, then your cam timing is either advanced or retarded. In some engines, that may really hurt horsepower. So it is pretty important to have to do this or have it done, and it really is pretty easy. You find actual top dead center. It's easy to do without the heads on, probably easier without the heads. Find actual top dead center, and then you measure a part of the intake valve. You measure it like past open all the way, and then back and forth to find the actual center line of it. And then you look at your card, and if it's within 1 or 1.5, then you're probably there. If it's not, then you need to do what you need to do to make it so. Otherwise, you're leaving a lot of power on the table. So it is important. I usually have my machinist build the bottom end of my engines for the clearancing reason, because that takes a lot of time, and the degreeing the cam. So pretty important stuff that I usually have the machinist do, but I couldn't this time. I had to do it all myself. So I had to buy the tools to do the clearancing and to degree the cam. But I'm glad I did, because now I know that degreeing the cam isn't that bad. I can just do that by myself now. But still, clearancing, I think I'd still rather leave that to the machinist. But we are just about to put on the oil pan. So with all that being said, got my oil pump on there, and this one came welded already, which, you know, I usually do that myself, but I could still bend it a little bit, and it only had to move a ½ inch for me to be right where I wanted it. Here's the oil pan. So it has a windage tray in there, so I cleaned this pan out, or so I thought I did. I mean, I hit it with degreaser, Dawn, the water hose. I mean, I spent some time on it. Spraying it. And then I thought that I had it pretty darn clean. So I dried it up, and then I sprayed it again with brake cleaner. I mean, I drenched the whole thing, getting the little straw in all the little crevices and just spraying everywhere. I didn't get nothing. There was just a wee bit of little discolored, you know, stuff down at the bottom. That was it, okay? I thought I was good to go. I was going to put it on like this. But, see, there's a little extra lip here. There's about a ½ inch that hangs over the other part of the oil pan. You see it right here. So this part, the windage tray, hangs over just a little bit, and that little bit is hitting the very lip of the oil pump pickup and making it just a pain to get the oil pump or the pan on. So I unbolted it, lifted it out, and look at what I found. There's a freaking wasp in there. Other debris, dirt, and stuff that, I mean, I sprayed in there. I sprayed in each of the vents. I really sprayed the heck out of it. I can't even believe that there's stuff in there. So I'm glad this happened. I wasn't going to unbolt that because I thought that I had it clean. You can still see, like, that's what brake cleaner leaves, that kind of residue. So you can see that I sprayed the heck out of it. You can see the residue everywhere. But there's still a wasp in there. I can't believe it. So I'm going to clean that out. I'm going to shave off that ½ inch. Maybe even cut out a little more of this. I don't know. But I don't want it to be a pain in the butt. I want to just set it on there and be in place. I always use a one-piece oil pan gasket. Makes life so much easier. Those, what, 3-piece? They're crap. I hate them. The one-piece is great. So this was not a one-piece engine. It had the 2 cork rails and then the 2 rubbers front and back, the main seals, or the timing seal and the rear seal. Anyways, so yeah, this kit was great, and I always get all of my gaskets that I can with a steel core. Even my valve cover gaskets, any gaskets that I can get with a steel core, I do. This oil pan gasket kit was great. There's small block Chevy. Where's the number at? Here it is. I guess that's the part number. And this is for everything down to a 4.3 V6. It comes with, of course, the gasket. It comes with these guys here. These hold it up, like if you're putting it on underneath the car, or, you know, to where it's above you. You put these in there and it holds it in. You can actually put the oil pan over them and it keeps it lined up. These are pretty awesome. They actually screw in, and then the gasket goes over them, and these little lips holds it, keeps it from coming down, and you can put the pan in over it. It came with with all the bolts and lock washers. These type of washers here. So it came with all of that. What else did it come with? Was that it? Yeah, I guess that was it. But that's a pretty good kit. I can't remember how much it cost at all. Like, I'd have to look it up. I bought it with some other stuff, so I really don't know what it costs. Maybe it's now unless it's here. No. I don't know. Maybe it was 40 bucks. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't real expensive. Anyways, I wanted to say something about this too that I'm kind of unhappy with. So this oil pump, the reason I got it was because it came with the stud and it came with the drive shaft. So don't ever use those nylon locks. Those nylon locks are horrible. And you can see that I've got the oil pump installed and the drive shaft out. Well, that's because this one doesn't clip on like they normally do. It has the little groove on the shaft for a lock like the nylon ones do, but there's nothing in there. It just falls off. So I'm gonna have to put it in once the engine is upright and I'm ready to put the intake on and everything. I'll put it on before the intake, that way I have more access. But still, I thought that was kind of crappy. It doesn't have anything in there to hold it in place. It just falls right off. So not happy about that. But yeah, don't use the nylon ones. They will come apart. They'll come off. I guess I'm about to trim that up and put the pan on. That'll be done. Then I'm going to flip it over and put the intake on, which is over here. Got everything on it. Nitrous. Everything's on it. Ready to go. So I am going to start it before I put it in the car. I got this little thing off of Amazon. I've got an oil pressure gauge, just an old crappy one, somewhere in my junk. It's over here somewhere. There it is. So that way I can monitor that. I can even monitor it while I'm priming it. So I'll hook it up and then prime it and see. I usually get around 50 psi when I'm priming an engine with my drill. So I'll have it in there then and be able to see that. I'll have the valve covers off so I can make sure that oil comes up each push rod, because with solid roller it takes some time to get the oil up. And that time that it takes, when you're sitting there with it on the drill and you're priming it, you'll have to, if it doesn't just start coming up, within a few minutes, you'll have to turn the engine over a little bit, get the lifters in a different position, and they'll hopefully start spouting oil soon. So I think that's it. I think that's about it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work, and I guess the next video will be with it on an engine cradle, getting ready to start it. It's raining, and it looks like it's gonna be raining for the next few hours. So I may just have to do it tomorrow, which I've got a lot of work to do to get it ready. So I still have to get the cradle and my hoist from up in the shed. And get it set up, get the engine off the stand into the cradle, get the HEI distributor in it, get it wired up. I'm probably just going to take the battery out of the Nova because it's a marine battery and it's got nuts on it, so I can just put ends on any of the wires I'm going to use and just bolt them down instead of having to make something up to go on to the regular style clamps. I'll probably just go to AutoZone and get a battery cable. You know, maybe one about 3 feet, 4 feet long, just to go from the starter to the battery. Battery be sitting on the ground, I guess, with a terminal going from the battery to the starter, and then a hot wire going from the battery up to the HEI distributor that I got just for cranking it on the stand. So I'm gonna get busy, and maybe I'll turn it back on when I'm priming it or something. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, well, I am going to get to work trimming out the oil pan so that it fits better.